That's so funny. Okay. Hey, it's just me and Lindsay. And we've been chatting for a minute, but we're recording, and we'll just get right into it. So, today, the first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, or I'm just going to sound like I'm talking to you, Lindsay, but Cynthia and Amber, make sure that you put any kind of comments you have and stuff in the message thread after you watch this so that we can get a conversation, so we can make sure that everybody's good with everything going on. Okay, so the first thing is we've got a challenge group that starts on Monday with a prep week, and then is going to start officially on the 3rd of October. That gives you the opportunity that if you had anybody that was in a previous challenge group that maybe wants to get a challenge pack, like Lindsay, I know you have a bunch of people in your, do you still have your own like Fit Life, like your own thing going? Okay.
Yeah, like mini challenge group of people that, yeah.
Yes. So I don't know if there's anybody in there that you might want to approach about doing the actual challenge with us in the app, because I think that I really like the setup of the app. So I want to do that again in October. I think that it's been good that way, but you might want to like you could go into your mini group and say, for any of you wanting to do a challenge group, but I would say that they'd have to get a challenge pack, and that might actually help some of your people be like, oh, like I've wanted to try this. I've been watching Lindsay and her progress. You know, you could just go in there and do a post, or even go live in that group and say, hey guys, I just wanted to let you know, we're going to start a challenge in the challenge tracker app that I would love to have you guys participate in. And we are going to offer this prize this month for anybody who, or blah, 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 blah. That way you could see if you got any interest from that.
Okay.
The free groups, like people just like helping and supporting each other, is good, but you want to help people get results through the programs.
Right.
So that'll help you to have more of an impact on people, I think, if you can get them to get some challenge packs.
Yeah.
So, okay, so starts on Monday, with a week of prep. I will get that group started, and I will make you guys all administration on it. Same thing as we did for this last group. So all you'll have to do is go in and put the email addresses of the people that you want to participate, and then add them in. And we need to decide too, like if we want them to have the same requirements that the health bet did for them to qualify to get the prize, or what. So that's the big thing that I wanted to visit with you about today anyway. Like one of the things was, what do you think? Like what do you think, Lindsay, about like prize wise, what would be good? Because we can all put into a pot. We can do like each of us starts by putting $20 in or $15 in or something even like that. And then for any challengers we have in the group, we put in $5 or $10 more. And then we've got a pot that everybody can split at the end. And it's just going to be the 4 of us coaches for right now. So we could get a pretty decent pot and probably not a ton of challengers. So people could actually get some money back out if we were to do it that way. Or we can all put in and we can do some kind of prize drawing for anybody who completes the challenge. Like we could all put in $20 and do an $80 gift card to like a Visa gift card, or we can do anything like that we want. Or we could do, we can do whatever we want. We don't have to have any kind of prizes. We can just encourage people to come participate in the challenge group. But I have found that people like the incentive of something to earn at the end.
I agree.
So what do you think? Would you rather do something more like a health bet where everybody can get something back out at the end who actually completes the challenge the way that we like the way that we put it out there for them? Or do you think we should do something more like where we just each put in a little bit of money and do a drawing at the end of those people, so there's a chance? What do you think?
I think in order for people to stick with it and not drop out, I think they need that incentive to know that if they do it, they're going to get something out of it.
Okay.
So maybe kind of like this health bet where you have that opportunity to get something if you stick with it.
Okay.
No,
and I think that's awesome. And I think that there are going to be some people that, like I talked about the health bet before, and I know I had some people who were interested but didn't sign up for it. And so it would, if we could kind of advertise it as another health bet kind of a situation.
Okay.
So here's the next thing is we've got to decide how much we're all willing to put in. What Jaylyn is doing is I think she's doing like $20 per coach. So the 4 of us would just put $20 in for just to start the pot off. That sounded funny. And then it's like, I think it's $10 for challenge pat for new challengers. So we would, and we're putting all the money in. So, okay, this is something that you have to think of as an investment into these people. Because yes, you're losing $10 of the 40 that you would get on commission to put $10 into the pot. But at the end of the day, if you have somebody who's successful and finishes this challenge, the likelihood of them becoming a discount coach or even maybe a coach, a building coach, is that much greater. Because if they don't even stick with the challenge, it's a lot harder to get people, obviously, to convert into discount coaches if they're not even finishing a challenge. So right. As long as you guys are okay with that, I think that would probably be what I would say would work. And we would have a really decent pot that everybody in it, because we wouldn't obviously pull back out from the pot. We would just participate to be supportive coaches in this one because we're putting the money in. Obviously, we get to have money out of the health bet that Beachbody did because we didn't put money in. But for our challengers, for this next challenge group, it would be a situation where we started the pot and we did it as coaches and then we gave it to them, which, like I said, is an investment in them, but at the same time would really give them the opportunity to say, yeah, I'm going to stick with this for this 4 weeks. And if I do my Shakeology 5 times a week, and I think that the way that Beachbody set it up is awesome. The 5 Shako and the 3 workouts, because I think that is, you want people drinking Shakeology. That's what we want. We want people to be eating healthy and drinking Shakeology, and the working out is important and good, but it's not what plays as big of a role, honestly, in the success of people. So if you are good with that, we'll put this, like I said, we're recording it. So Cynthia and Amber, we need to know your thoughts on this. So once you've watched this, you need to pipe in the message thread, I'm good with the health bet, or what if we do this? Because I'm okay to like decide if we want to do it a little bit different. But I think I think you're right, Lindsay. I think if everybody feels like, if all of our challengers at the end of it feel like they can get something out of it, if they do it, then it will help them to stay motivated to finish it. I know that's why I'm like, I've been, pregnant and crappy, whatever, but this health bet, it's really helped me to at least get my Shako in, at least to get workouts in, even though my eating hasn't been stellar all the time, right? But it's still like steps in the right direction, doing those things that ultimately, if you keep doing them, are going to make a huge difference in your lifestyle and in your health. So are you good with that? So $20, I think $20 in, because that starts at $80, and then I already have 2 challengers in the group. And if each of you guys got to Success Club, and you can still do that by the 30th, you've still got 9 days to get people in. And P.S. I loved your transformation post yesterday. It was so good. The only thing I was like, oh, but she's got to do an invite. You've got to do an invite to a challenge. But this is good because now you have more information. So you can, I would totally promote this. Like we're doing a health bet, like health bet take 2 or whatever you want to call it. Where we as coaches are putting into the pot to invest in you. If you are wanting to change your health, you can get money back out of the pot if you commit to this, and this, get in touch with me, whatever. And I think if you were to do that like tomorrow with a Throwback Thursday post and just tag that on the end, and then do like on Saturday or something, do an official, like just a graphic that's like challenge group starts on Monday, or you can go live and talk about it. Anyway, I think your biggest thing is to get more invites out, like to where you actually say, these are the changes I've made, look at the difference, and come do it with me. Because you're putting tons of awesome stuff out there. I just think that you need to be like, hey, and if you want any details on what I'm doing, or if you want to join me in my next challenge group, just message me or comment below, or, and I like the message me, because I think that it's scary for people.
Yeah.
You feel less pressure, and they feel like fewer people are actually going to see that they're actually going to go to you for help.
Yeah.
So I either say comment below or message me, and I'll get you the details. I'll get in touch with you. And I think that is a really great way to approach an invite at the bottom of a post.
Okay. I did have someone comment on that post yesterday, and she's like, I want your help. And so she's like, I'll message you. And I was like, sounds great. I'm going to message her tonight just to kind of like, you know, ease my way in there and see what her.
Yeah, totally. Yep.
So.
And just like, and I swear, like all of the challenge packs are on sale through the end of this month. There are so many options for people. So just make sure you find out what she's wanting from a workout program. It doesn't have to be 21 Day Fix.
Right.
Although I think for most people starting out, especially if they have a lot of weight to lose or they've got any kind of like joint or back or anything pain, I'm like 21 Day Fix is so the most appropriate one, because that's the only one I can do where I don't ever feel like I'm pushing myself so hard that my back ends up going out or whatever, because I have all these issues. But anyway, or that I don't have to modify like crazy to not have my back hurt. You know what I mean? So anyway, but find out what she's wanting and needing, and awesome. Let's get you a challenger.
I know.
Okay. No, but I get it. Like, just hang in there. It will come. Just keep being enthusiastic and inviting and talking to people behind the scenes, and it will come. I swear.
Yeah.
But I think for you, the thing that I've noticed is that if you'll actually say the words like, if you want to do this with me, I have a challenge group starting on Monday, or I have this, because I think people need to see that in order to feel like there's there's something coming that, oh, she's doing this and this is happening this day or at this time, and I want to, it gives them a little bit of pressure to message you or to say something,
Okay.
And I don't know if you've done this, and I was telling Amber to do this, but if you have people who, sometimes you'll see that the same person will like your fitness posts, and it's continual, and it's that same, like there's a pattern, and they don't really, but they like all of them, or they love them, or whatever. Make sure you start up a conversation with that person. And it doesn't have to be about Beachbody, but be like, hey, and all you have to say is, I really appreciate your support on my posts, especially on my fitness posts, because I'm trying really hard to improve myself. And I was wondering, would you be interested in learning more about what I'm doing, or are you just sharing the love? Because either way, I appreciate it, but I wanted to reach out to you and let you know that I noticed and I appreciate it. And, let me know if you want it, if you need anything that way, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So this is the other thing I wanted to talk about today, because I feel like there's all these basic things that as a coach, I'm like, oh, well, I just learned that. Well, I learned it because when Jaylyn signed up me and a bunch of other coaches, she was a new coach too. And well, she had all of us at the same place. And so she did a lot of basics with us. And so then for me, I'm like, I have not been really good with you guys about teaching you just some really basic things that I think will help you to feel more confident when you are signing up people, so that you know how to maneuver through the website and through different options of other ways you can sign people up. So I just I'm going to spend a little bit of time going through that today. So I'm going to screen share for just a minute. Oh, lovely. If I can figure it out, let's share my desktop. Okay, share screen. All right, this is exciting. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. Can you see so what you should see is my Beachbody home screen, right?
Yep.
Is that what you see? Okay, so from here, if you have somebody like you are gonna sign up a family member, and this is like, I know all of you guys have now signed up your husbands. Yeah. Cynthia got her husband Brian a challenge pack today. But if you are signing up for somebody, I'm just going to walk you guys through this really fast. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to sign in. Just kidding. You don't want to be signed in. You want to be signed out. Make sure you are signed out of your account before you try. Oh, sorry. And you guys are going to have all sorts of comments popping up. Make sure you're signed out. And then you're going to click on, I would just click on shop up here in the top corner. And then you can either do monthly promotions or challenge packs. And then once you get to challenge packs, that's where it's going to have all of them listed, you know, from Country Heat, 21 Day Fix, all of them. You do the buy now and go through the process that way to help people. So that's the one way you can do it if you are going to do it for them. So now, let's see. I'm going to stop share for just a second and come back. So there's a couple of things on your phone that you can do that make this way easier too. So there's a couple of apps that have come out, and one of them is called BB Links, and it's just like, oh, I don't know if you can see it. Oh shoot, I went away from it. Hold on, I'm like so ridiculous. But it's got two little BB. It's that top middle one right there. It says BB Links, and that's what it's called. And when you click on that, it's the coolest app to download because it has all the products, all the Beachbody products listed right there. What you do is you go in and you go down on the bottom of that app, and it's got a settings place, and you put in your coach ID, and then all you have to do to help somebody to sign up is you select that challenge pack, and it already has your coach ID attached to it. You copy that link and you post it in Messenger, or you email it to them, or you send it to them in a text. And then that takes them directly to that challenge pack that they want to get.
Perfect.
Yes. So all they have to do is they click on the link, and it takes them right to your page into the challenge pack they're trying to order, and voila. They just have to fill in their information, choose their kind of Shakeology, all that stuff. It just takes them, it takes out all of the steps I just showed you on the website. It just takes them directly to the challenge pack that they want, that you've already talked to them about. So what I usually tell people is, once they've decided, oh, I'm going to do this, I want to do 21 Day Fix, I go into my BB Links, and you can, the other nice thing about it is that you can sign up when you guys get a little bit further and you want to sign up people under your husband, like you want to get people signed up under you and your husband, you can sign up 2 accounts in the BB Links settings. You can have like your primary and your secondary accounts. So that's a little bit later on, but it is possible to do in there that you can change which coach ID you put people under depending on where you want to put the order. So that is one of the things that I wanted to cover. So it's called BB Links, and it's very self-explanatory once you get in there. And there's like a challenge pack app, there's a supplements app, there's an equipment app, tab on the top that'll show you all of the different things that you can order. You can order anything on the Beachbody website through the BB Links app. So if anybody's looking for a mat or Energize or whatever, you can help them order it through that. Okay. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about is, and I have to get a little bit more. So there's a Team Beachbody Coach mobile app. And what you have to do is I have to remember the website. I'll link it in the thread so that you can go to it. And it's very similar to the BB Links, except for it is for signing up coaches. So if you have a challenger who wants to sign up as a discount coach, who wants to do that so that they can save money on Shakeology, or who wants to start building the business. So you go in, and originally it's a website, and then you just have to do save to your home screen on your phone. So that it'll save as an app in your phone, but it is meant for mobile, like it is meant for your phone. So it's easy to maneuver once you've got it on your phone. But okay. This first screen asks you for my email address, my password. Then all you have to do is put in the person's name and their email address, and then you submit essentially, and it sends to their email the link to finish signing them up as a coach. Like, that's it. It's so simple. And you can also do that with a new person who wants to sign up directly as a coach. So say you have somebody who not only wants to do a challenge, but they want to sign up as a coach at the same time. Using that Coach mobile app, you can actually help them order their challenge pack through that same thing. So it'll say like existing customer, it like has a little checkbox or whatever, and if they're not, or new customer, then it's as simple as, you can help them, they can pick out their challenge pack, and you can do it on the app too. Super simple. And so that's the Coach mobile app. I'll find that it's really something simple, like probably coachmobile.beachbody.com or something. Let me remember. Let me look and see what it is. Then I will post that in the thread so that you can get that on your phone as well. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about as far as signing people up. So I know all of you want to go diamond, like you want to become diamond coaches. So the very first thing we've got to get you guys all is challengers. And I know Amber has one this month, a new one. And I think, I really believe you guys can all get 3 by the end of the month. If you're consistent, just like we talked about last week, and you're putting out invites, and if you talk about this health bet we're doing, I think it'll really motivate some people. And if you're, inviting behind the scenes, you kind of have to be doing everything. You can't just be posting and assume that people are all going to come to you, and it just takes kind of everything, but if you're doing that, I really think you can get the challengers. But what I wanted to talk to you about is a really great way to get coaches signed up from the start. So challengers starting out as coaches. Beachbody has changed the way that you have to cancel all to the same form, essentially. So there is an Ashley McClellan on our team put together. She wrote out a script, which I will pass on to you, of what she says to her challengers that basically says there are 2 ways you can sign up. You can either sign up as a discount coach from the beginning and immediately get the discount on Shakeology and all other products after your first challenge is complete. And you wouldn't have to go through any kind of process to change over to be a discount coach. Or you can sign up as a challenger, but then if you want to cancel, Anyway, she says it all the right way. The point of it is this. When you approach somebody this way, it is very enticing and very motivating for people to sign up as a discount coach from the start, because the big point is whether you sign up as a discount coach from the beginning or you sign up as a challenger from the beginning, the way to cancel is exactly the same. So at the end of their challenge, say they've signed up as a discount coach and they decided that they do not want to continue, that they do not want to have any, that they don't want Shakeology, they don't want to do anything with it, then it's the same exact process to cancel that as it is for somebody to cancel just having bought a challenge pack. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So she presents it in such a way that is not, and it's not sneaky. What you're doing is you're giving people all the information essentially up front and letting them make the decision. Is everybody going to decide to sign up as a discount coach from the start? No. But for some people, it makes perfect sense to them. Well, if it means that if I want to keep doing Shakeology, I'm already going to get the discount, and it's the same thing to cancel one or the other, I might as well just do that, right? So, and it helps you because you could sign up potentially more coaches over time more quickly by starting them out as discount coaches, getting them through an awesome challenge, and then having them stay on board and either start to coach or at least be a discounter on one of your legs so that you can build to diamond. Does that make sense?
Yep, it does.
Okay. So I have it in my phone saved in my notes. So I will copy it into, what I'll do is, I'm just trying to think the best way. I will copy it into the thread, and then you guys can either save it into your notes, save it into a document. You can take it from there and put it wherever you feel like is going to be best. I honestly when I get to that point in the conversation, I copy and I paste that script. I do. I just say, okay, they're awesome. There are 2 ways you can sign up. 1 as a discount coach or 2 as a challenger. And then, in the end, if you want to keep getting it, blah, 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 blah. And it just explains it very clearly and is another tool for you to, when you're having conversations with people, to just start trying to sign up some coaches too, as you're getting challengers.
Okay.
And the last thing, so that's all I had. If you have other questions, like Cynthia, you might have more questions about signing up people either with challenges or signing up coaches. I'm going to help you sign up Brian, but at least check out the BB Links app. I'll get you the coach app mobile app thing so that you can check that out as well. And then I'll get you the script for talking to people about both the option to sign up as a discount coach and the option to sign up as a challenger and then become a discount coach if they want to. The last thing that I feel like our team needs to start doing once a month is having some kind of free group to offer to people. I feel like that's always something that you gain traction from different people, and depending on the topic that you choose, you can attract people who wouldn't have otherwise joined you or paid attention, and then it gets them watching you. It starts up a conversation. It builds their trust in you. Oh, you scared me. Are you okay? Come here. Surprise! You're okay. Don't be sad. I'm just on a call. I'm talking to Lindsay. So, what was I saying? Oh, so it just opens up conversations with new people. It gets new people involved with us. And it's just a really great way to add value to people, and in a way that doesn't cost them anything. So they realize and see, like, I'm not just trying to get you to join my challenge group because I want your money. I do care, like I want to give, and the more we give and the more we add value, the more recipes we give and the more free groups we do and the more, the more effort and energy you put into giving people what you have to offer, the more willing they are to do a challenge, to sign up with you, because they feel like, oh, she's done a lot, like she's doing a lot for me that she's not getting anything for. And I feel like I can trust her and that she really will help me because she genuinely cares. And that's what we want people, like that's what we want anyway. So my friend Melissa recently, well, she's doing it, I think, starting on Monday. She's doing a free, like, clean eating crock pot meal group, which I was like, oh, dang, Gina, I'm all over that. Oh, that's so cute. So that's an option. We can do, I know Amber's done a gallon challenge. And the only thing that I would say that I want to do is I want to actually set up a group in Facebook, and kind of divvy up how we want to do it and spend some time that way so that it really does add value to people. And so that they can come and they can check in and see posts that are helpful and, things like that. So I have just a few options. So I think that a crock pot meal group, would be awesome if we did that for a week and each of us just I have several that's like how I live, crock pot meals, but I have a bunch that I think are really good. And where we're in soup season, there are some really, really good ones that are crock pot meals that would be excellent for this time of year, for the fall and winter. So we could do crock pot group, we could do a water challenge, we can do a clean eating group, like a free clean eating group for a week. We could do, I'm thinking I might do a general conference prep group. Amber, I know you're not and so that's something that I will probably put in the Team Motivation Nation page. I've done it before, and I just think it's just fun and something totally different. And you guys, any of you guys want to participate in that with me, totally welcome to. I just usually do some getting ready for conference stuff. So activities for the kids and clean eating ideas, like snack ideas, and just like that for a few days. And I usually get a pretty good group for that. So that's something that I'm going to do. Again, you're welcome to participate, don't have to. But what I want you guys to think about are other free groups. There's been Sharon did a decluttering group. You can do, it doesn't have to even be health related in order to be a really successful group. And I think in some ways it's good to do a variety so that people see that we are more than just, again, we are more than Beachbody, because we all are. We have lives, we have families, we have jobs, we have, hobbies. We Beachbody's a little part of it, but there's so much more to us. And I think that when you show that to people by doing in a group that adds that value to people, that it's very, I think it's very refreshing for people. And it's good because it draws a different crowd. Anything different that we do will draw a different crowd of people to join us. So what I want you guys, here's your assignment. I want you to think about what kind of a free group you think would be good. Or if you have any other ideas of free groups that we could do, because there's a ton. I mean, if you were to look it up, free Beachbody groups, it's ridiculous. I'm sure there's a billion different ideas. It's a toy. It's a little, I don't know what it's called, but if you spin it in your fingers, it goes It makes cool little sounds.
I really, really liked your idea of the professional development book group.
You like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, if everyone has like a certain assignment to read and we discuss it, like that gets me to read it and stay on top of it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I really like that idea too.
Okay. And I think that could be something like maybe we do that for our second one in October. Like maybe we want to have a second challenge group in October, and that's totally up to us. We can do one a month or we can do two, but I think that something like that would be awesome. And it's probably only going to cost you like $8 a challenger or $10 a challenger, again, you know, to get the book. Cause I think it'd be really nice if you were willing to buy the book for them, but we could do a book like the Go Giver or the Girl, like we could choose whatever we wanted, like a confidence building book, or we could, you know, there's a ton of personal development books that would be awesome for this kind of a group. And that's totally something we could totally do that for our next challenge. So we could do Health Bet for beginning of October, and then 2 weeks later we could do that, you know, and so that's totally an option. Absolutely. I think that would be great. And I agree with you. Like if we're going to do like what would be fun is to do like go live in Facebook each week and talk about like the chapters of the book that we were supposed to read that week, or, you know, something like that. Yeah, kind of like that. But I think it would motivate people to read, and it would be a fun like way to get to know each other in a different way and to really like grow together in a different way. So yeah, I'm all over that.
Okay.
So each of you guys, if you come up with some free group ideas, my thoughts are that, so I think it's good to get a challenge group started.
Mommy, can I go outside?
Not right now. We got to wait for brother to wake up, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So we will want to wait probably, like we won't want to start the challenge group and a free group the same week. My thoughts are to wait until that second week of October. That's when I'm thinking we should do the free group, so that our challenge group is like 1 week in. We're not trying to do prep week. We've got a challenge going, but then we add that value in the middle of the month right then, and then we can invite people to our next challenge the next week, just because I feel like it's good to not be like, I'm inviting you to a challenge group and to the coaching sneak peek and to this free group and to all in the same like 5 minutes. I think it really throws people off. So this week you should be inviting to challenge group, and next week you should be inviting to challenge group, honestly, because if it doesn't start until the 3rd, and then you've got all of that week of the 3rd to invite to the free group the following week. Then that following week, you can invite to the sneak peek into coaching, and we all need to invite more people into that. Those are awesome every month, and we need to be talking more about coaching and how it's like helping us to improve in different areas of our lives, and the friendships and what it's offering to you, whether or not you're making money yet doing it or not. Coaching, like it's one of those things, even just accountability and the friendships and the support, and you know, like it doesn't have to be monetary. It's very worthwhile even if you don't make money doing it. That's why I started in the first place. But if you're talking about it and inviting people to the sneak peek groups, I promise you those can be so awesome if you get people in there, because with all the coaches in there talking about different pieces of the business, people sign up as coaches all the time after sneak peek groups. So I'm working on right now a monthly.
Excuse me, I need a drink of water.
There you go. There's your drink of water. But I'm going to get the calendar for October ready, and I've got the prep, or I've got the challenge group on there. I will add the free group. We just need to decide what kind of free group we want to do, and we can talk about it next week on our team call, divvying up, you know, responsibilities for that. Yes, honey. Oh, awesome.
It's upside down.
And then that following week, it's usually third Thursday of the month, we do the sneak peek. So that whole week before, you want to be talking about coaching and just dropping it in. Just little, what is it? Little,
Crumbs.
yes, breadcrumbs. So you don't have to be like, coaching is like changing my life. And it doesn't have to necessarily be all about coaching, but you can talk about how you're fitting it in your daily life, or how it's like had a great team call, or this, or just like, and mix it in with everything else you've got going on. That's super important. You don't want to be all Beachbody. That's like, and I know it's hard sometimes to not be, but you don't want everything to appear as though this is your whole life, you know? And I think especially where most of us haven't been huge social media posting people before we were Beachbody, it's hard to not make it all about Beachbody because we didn't really post about our lives before. But with breadcrumb dropping, well, that's wrong. Coaching in, just, you know, I fit in my, I was checking in with challengers before I went to pick up my son from school, or but it's just part of what you're doing, but it's not all of you. Wow, that is so cool.
What is it?
It's a nutrition label.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I just want to tell you,
Yeah.
like, I feel so good about this and that we're starting this as like our own little coaching group under you. I think with Jaylen's group, I really wanted to be involved, but there's so many coaches under her now and the groups are bigger and it's kind of intimidating because there's so many people.
Yeah.
And so I've been kind of like standoffish. I've wanted to be involved, but like, you know, I don't know any of them, and it was kind of, well, I know some of them, but
Totally.
So
And it was time, like,
starting this out together small, and then we can build two on top of that. And
yeah. And I felt like it was time. Like when you and Amber, and now Cynthia is like, I want to get to Diamond. I was like, sweet, let's get you all there. I felt like I need to focus on what you guys need. And I think that is going to be helpful because every week I'm trying to think, like, I'm watching you post. I'm talking to you guys. I'm trying to help you guys. And so I'm trying to think of things that I feel like will help you to be successful. And so and that goes to say also that, like, I'm not going to catch everything. So if there's something that you need more, you want me to focus on for a training, please don't hesitate to be like, Suze, I could really use help in this area. Or I need to know I'm not getting any traction from this, or I want you to talk about how you do this, or like anything like that. I'm free game, and I will set up an entire team call or some kind of training on how I've done that, or how another, I can have somebody else somebody else come on and really help us to feel better about the different aspects. So
I have a suggestion for the next call or two down the line.
Yes.
I have, and I printed out these Power of Threes papers, right?
Yes.
But I think it would be kind of cool for you just to go through it and talk about each thing and exactly what it means and how you
don't know how to do it.
I've had these papers and I haven't followed it like to a T. I'm not good about doing it every single day. And now that I'm like regularly posting at least 2 to 3 to 4 times a day, I've got that now.
Yes, you're doing awesome, by the way.
Now I really want to focus on this Power of Threes and get people invited and make sure I'm following up and be really consistent with that. So
okay. No, and I think that would be awesome because I don't think I know Amber's seen it. I think she kind of does her own, but I think that would be great. And another thing we can do is once a month we could do like a live power hour where we all figure out a time and we all sit down and we do it together. Hey,
say
how you doing? Hi, he is so cute. You are so cute. Can you say hi to Sean? Can you say hi? This is Vivian. Can you say hi?
Viv.
Yeah. You're nervous. No, I'd be happy to do that. And I think that would be really good because Cynthia, I don't know that she's done Power of Threes. That's an excellent idea. And if you're not doing Power of Threes, like you're going to be treading water.
Exactly.
So, okay. Yeah, no, I totally will. I'll do that. Let's plan on that for next week. Can you do any earlier in the day on Wednesdays?
Yes, I have switched my schedule around. So your time, I'm available by noon. I get off work at 4 my time, which is noon your time.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I'm just wondering if Cynthia, if we did it a little bit earlier, if we could get her in on it on Wednesdays.
Okay.
I'll check. Cynthia, you can hear this because you're going to watch it tomorrow, but we'll see if we can get that. And I don't know if Amber's available a little bit earlier. I think it depends on her work schedule, but because if we could do a little bit earlier, it'd be awesome. I really want to get like all of us on the calls. So we'll try and figure out
Is she in Michigan?
Yeah, she's in Michigan. So she's
So
the same time zone as you.
Okay.
She's on Eastern time.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just this time for her is hard because she does church. I think she's got young women, and so she's got to be at the church and all that stuff. And it's evening, it's 6 o'clock. I know it's a hard time, but she's got like 4 teenagers.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yes, honey.
And you drive over the things, then there's lots of her cars.
Oh my goodness, lots of my cars.
Lots of her
Oh, lots of her cars.
cars.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, let's do Power Hour next week. I'll focus on that next week. I think that's an excellent thing. And like I said, that was one of the things that I'm like, I need to go back and I need to focus on the basic things that helped me to get started, so that you guys can start to feel like you've got some momentum and can start to move forward and be confident in what you're doing every day, that the things that you're doing are going to actually get you some success. Because like I really want you guys to be successful. And so I'm like, I've got to be a better leader. So we're working on it, and we'll keep trying to figure out how to do this. Huh? Okay. Well, thanks for hopping on, Linz. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I think that's it for now. I think
Okay.
we're good.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Okay. Tell her thanks.
Bye.
See you later. See you later. Okay, we'll talk to you later.
Okay, see ya.
Bye. Yep, see ya.